Hello and welcome, people of the internet. Starshot Sky here to bring you some streaming today. And today we'll be doing Magic the Gathering Arena. Now this is pretty much Magic the Gathering, but pretty much in an online format, a lot like Hearthstone. And I did play this once last week when it was still in closed beta, or maybe the week before actually. But now that that's all well and done with, it's now an open beta. So now everyone can play Magic the Gathering for the first time. You can go through a tutorial, which is teaches you all the basics of what you need to know and things like that. You complete challenges and earn quests and gold and even decks. Like that's kind of the cool part here. You can even earn decks. Apparently, if I play a game, I can earn a white-blue deck, and it gives you a bunch of cards that you maybe didn't have before or didn't have used before, and stuff like that. And so it's pretty fun, and it is nice that they kind of give you these options. So the question, of course, I'll have is once it's out of open beta, um, will will I have to earn all this stuff back again after having to do it through the closed beta? Who knows? But for now, they have pretty much a regular play. They have different events you can do, and you can even do some competitive stuff too if you're up for that. But I would probably advise just doing some basic stuff and drafts for now. Like here, I can actually do a draft if I really want to, but I'll hold off a little bit on that for now, since it's only a draft for the core set, which as nice as that is, the new set just came out recently, and they do have a sealed draft you can do. But that, of course, will cost money. But you do gain packs as well as, gems with it if you spend it. So, depending on how well you do, of course. So it's all kind of pretty cool. Uh, for me, or at least for any new players out there, it's probably best just to start with earning some stuff, and then if you really do want more stuff, or you really enjoy it and things like that, then go ahead and spend some gems and get some packs to go with it. But you can pretty much go free to play for now, just for most basic stuff. But let's go ahead and get a match in. I have a few different decks I've already earned since the beta is open. And one of the favorites I've kind of enjoyed has been the Saproling Swarm. So let's go ahead and give that a play. Then I can show you how this deck works. So here is our opening hand. We got 2 lands and plenty of creatures, but we can't really play any of them yet. So I think I'm better off mulliganing this hand. Here we go. We got 3 lands and some stuff to play. So this is pretty good to start with. Then I can either keep the migration or put something else up top instead, which I think I'll do because I need more creatures or some other land, just to make sure I can play plenty of other stuff. Oh wow, he's already playing something. Let's see, as long as there are 2 or more instants or sorcery cards in your graveyard, Lava Runner gets +1 and has haste. Okay, so not that great to start with, but I'm sure he's going to be doing some damage to me either way, and I can't do much with my one of my spells here. Oh hey, I got a Vicious Offering, so I can go ahead and take care of this now. So we got a wizard here with haste. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery spell, wizards you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Huh, that's pretty interesting. It's kind of annoying that he's flying though. That's weird. You don't usually see a flying one, or a flying wizard usually. But yeah, for now I'm gonna go ahead and play our poison-tipped archer here. This way he can actually block the flyer here who keeps trying to hit me. And he has death touch, so even if he buffs himself, he's still strong enough to take care of him. Unless he gets killed like that. I really hate this part, but I have to do it because him getting more mana is gonna be a problem. Or him getting more cards is a problem already. But I don't think I'm gonna win this at this rate here with how things are going. Yeah, that's game. Oh well. Yeah, you're sadly gonna run into some people who have definitely spent a bit of money on cards already and have a fairly well constructed deck. Usually better than one of the ones you kind of run with that they sort of give you to start with. But, you know, we're still kind of earning things. So a lot of the decks you earn though, you have to first complete a quest to go with it. So for example, we now have a quest of cast 40 white or blue spells, which of course goes awesome with our with the new deck we just earned. So, and once we finish that quest off, then we could potentially earn another new deck. You know, since there are plenty of color combinations and cards, especially for this recent Ravnica set that have just come out. Let's see, so we got some islands and a plains, so we can play him eventually. See, we can play the Relic Runner here, and we can play Avian Pioneer, so we're pretty good here. I think this is a good, decent hand to keep for now. The question is, where do I find Historic? And but the Historic does kind of show up here. It says artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Okay, so we need an artifact if we want to be able to have something going, or a legendary, which is kind of what this guy here is. See, as an additional cost to cast this spell, reveal a merfolk card from your hand or pay 3. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Huh. And when it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target merfolks you control. Well, let's go ahead and play our first Relic Runner. But yeah, so pretty much the Pioneer here is what will give me an artifact, which will then make it so that it can't be blocked if you've, or can't be blocked if you've cast a historic spell this turn. Oh, it only works for the turn, but still. Oh, and the Apostle here will return stuff from my graveyard, which is pretty nice actually. see. Well, I could play the Prodigy along with the Relic. That'll give me some more creatures here since he just blocked that one. So I think that's what I'll do here. Eventually, I do want the artifact, but then again, this doesn't really have its power until, or it can't attack until the turn after, so. But then it wouldn't have flying, but it would have better stats anyway. And there's that, buffing it with like that for now. Yeah, I'm gonna block it. Okay, and we also have Disperse now. Return target non-land permanents to its owner's hand, so we can use that to get rid of something on his field if we want. I think I'll go ahead and cast the Aerial Engineer here. That way, I can block his 3/2 here without losing it. Unless he buffs it, of course. And I would like to play my Apostle just so that when I can then do Avian Pioneer here. Oh, wow. Oh, great. Another buff for Merfolk. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and just block this. Oh, here we go. We got Glacial Fortress, so that gives us another one. Yeah, if I want to start getting some of my stuff back, it'd be good to play him. But I am dealing with this 4/3 here, which is kind of annoying. But I have lost a few cards that would be good to get back, but let's see. Oh yeah, I can still survive this turn. And block his 2/2 here, unless he keeps buffing it. Ah, great. Kinda weird he sacrificed that one, but oh well. Here we go. Oh yeah, because it's not a spell, it doesn't count, does it? Well, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? Oh well, this is where I use this card here to save myself from the Silver Gill Adept here. Hey, that's just tapping the other two. Yeah, I'd rather get rid of him from dealing the damage than the what makes him draw cards. Well, yeah, so far this deck type really isn't working out as much. Maybe I should have targeted his card draw engine instead. It's not really helping that I don't, have any card draw at all right now. But I did forget to look through my deck to see kind of how this one works exactly. Oh, he made me return my aerial engineer apparently. And he made them all tap again. That's kind of annoying. But as you can see, we made some progress with the reward here, so we have to kind of keep at it. And there are the other quests we work on as well. So let me take a look at our decks here. And take a closer look at our new one we just earned here. So, Gearsmith, Seal Away, Disperse, Relic Runner, Field Creep, Avian Pioneer, Temporal Machinations. Return target creature to its owner's hand. If you control an artifact, draw a card. Sky Scanner, Aether Shield Artifactor, Settle the Wreckage. Oh, that would have helped a bit. Yeah, I guess the issue was I didn't really get any of my artifacts. Oh, that's pretty nice actually. The Lawbringer here. Being able to pay 3 and then X amount, lets you gain life and draw that many cards, which is pretty powerful. So yeah, there are some good cards in here. It's just kind of a matter of actually getting some of them and being able to play them. And of course, you can always modify the decks with kind of whatever cards you feel you want to modify them with. But I think what we have already, works pretty well. Like, I guess we could always add the Sarah's Guardian, which is nice because it's a 5/5 flyer for 6 and vigilance, and it gives other creatures vigilance. So if they, you can always, if they ever attack, then they never get tapped and can still block. But as you can see, the deck kind of focuses on artifacts. So for example, this guy wouldn't be too bad. Like whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 1/1 Thopter artifact token with flying. And if you sacrifice 2 artifacts, you draw a card for 2. So he wouldn't be bad. But, like, I guess I need to see, in terms of artifacts, we have Field Creeper here, apparently 4 of him. Then we have the Sky Scanner. We have 3 of these. Then we have the Juggernaut, which is a 5/3 for 4. And then that's kind of it, artifact-wise. So there's always the Diamond Mare, which helps if you're casting spells of a coloring wanting to gain life. So we have the sword, but it's alright, but maybe not what we're going for here. Oh, here we go. I wonder why it didn't add like a Gearsmith Guardian or a Meteor Golem. I figured having at least one gearsmith would be alright here. Oh yeah, I guess the idea thing, or here would be, with Aster Apostle, if you keep casting one of these guys, you bring them back. So maybe I'll take it out actually, because that seems to be part of the plan here too. I think I'll put in a Diamond Mare as something different here. So let's go ahead and try this again, see if we can have some better luck with our next one. Well, we seem to be alright land-wise. So I think I'll keep this since we have stuff to play and it seems to be alright for now. So since we don't really have anything to play turn 1, I'll put this out. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our field creeper out here. Yeah, no need to block the 1-1 here. Ah, Grady. Got that guy out already. Well, it looks like we got our first relic runner again, even though we only have 2 of those in here. And we still need 1 more mana before we can play anything else. Oh, there we go. Got that 4th one we were looking for. So we can go ahead and play Aerial Engineer here and be able to get a better flyer with better stats in. Actually, I guess with a historic thing, what we need are some sagas too. Or some legendaries, I guess. If that's kind of the route we're going here, but we're mostly going with artifacts so far. Yeah, I think I'll just settle the wreckage here. But I will attack with our 4/4 flyer here just to get things going. Well, that's kind of annoying. Didn't realize he had a plummet. But not much I could do about it, really. Alright, you got a Grave Walker. Now, I can't flash this in just to get rid of it. So that way he doesn't return anything from his graveyard, but technically he doesn't really have anything right now. I'm not gonna worry about blocking it. Yes, I could attack, but I won't. I sort of need some of this stuff for other things, eventually. Yeah, I'll do this. I was hoping for a few more, but he was being conservative. But I did get rid of one of his biggest cards. So now he can't really use that for anything. Oh hey, I finally got this guy. She would definitely help out with our current artifact out here. And we also have the flyer too. Yeah, there goes that already. Yeah, sadly this is a bit of a slower game since it's more of counters and being cautious, because you can't just go all out sometimes. A green deck sort of can, if he wants. Yeah, there's not much point, I think, in using Sealing Away unless you flash it. You know, if he does decide to attack with something or not, and if you want to get rid of it. Still not really getting the most out of my deck so far. In terms of just some of the spells, or the whole premise behind it, really. Oh, here we go. We have the Temporal Machinations, the one with the machine, Primal Tide. So we have a few better cards, but we don't really have the mana to play any of them, so I have to mulligan this, sadly. Oh, there we go. We have finally some mana, and a few of the other cards, but not much just yet. But I'll still keep this, and I'll keep the island here just to have a fourth land. You know, because depending on what deck you're running with can be kind of how many lands you feel you need. And it looks like we're dealing with an Izzet person again, using the red and blue. And it's up to him if he wants to attack or not, but that does give him some help with his mana, making things, his instants and sorceries cost less, like that wizard lightning he just did to my face here. Yeah, I haven't really lost anything yet, so I think I'll just play the Juggernaut. So, but now we have the Juggernaut here, who should help a little bit. We'll see, depending on kind of what spells he decides to use here. But it would be nice if we could pick up those instants or sorceries that we dropped. And I would block it, but there's no point in blocking with the 1-2 here. Oh, cool. We do have the primal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we don't quite have enough mana yet. Yeah, I won't attack this time just in case. And there's sleep, which is kind of getting annoying here. Yeah, let's go ahead and play it, just to have something out. Yes, we finally have this guy, so now we can have no maximum hand size whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, which he's been doing a lot of. I get to draw a card, and then I can discard 3 cards, exile him, and return him to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, so that will save him. So this is actually really good against this deck, because he's gonna make me draw a bunch of cards now, and if he tries to kill it, then I can save it. Especially next turn, because I do have 2 cards, and the 3rd card he'll make me draw with the spell he casts will then allow me to pay the cost, I believe. Well, that's interesting. The Enigma Drake. Power equal to the number of instants and sorceries in his graveyard. So it is a 7/7. It doesn't have flying or anything like that, so I can't really block the 4/4 right now. But as I said, I think I'll kind of save what I have here, just to use it for any spells he might cast in the future here. So I discard 3 cards, and exile it and return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, which, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. That, you know, keeps it from me having to pay it, and it comes right back. So this guy really only does anything until he attacks, and we still have the 6-4 to deal with here, as well as the beacon bolt, which he can use to try and kill me with. So I think I'll have to save this guy as a discard for now instead. So the question is, what's he gonna do? He doesn't really have any mana, does he? Oh, cool. I get to draw a card now. Oh, cool, and I just got Seal Away, so I can actually use that instead of, or I can use that to get rid of the Drake, which would be pretty good here. Yeah, you can do 6 damage to it. It's not gonna kill it. Well, there you go. It's my win. You didn't want to try something else, I guess, but oh well. So you can see sort of the power this deck can have, at least, especially when you get the right cards. Yeah, we still have plenty more to play though, since we're still kind of missing out on like the big mythic we have in there, the Sphinx that'll allow us to gain life and draw cards. That would have been nice. Let's see. This looks like a decent start. I think I should be able to draw another land, hopefully. So I think I'll keep it, since I can play the Disperse if I really need to. And as long as I get one more land, I'll be able to play Pioneer or Sky Scanner here. And at least I can play Gearsmith Prodigy here too. Oh wow, he's already got this one out. And as you can see, with it being a mythic, it gets some nice animations going. Let's see, at the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token of flying and vigilance. And then if he pays 6, he can give Resplendent +2/+2 and lifelink. So, nothing I have to worry about just yet, but it will be a problem. So it might be good if I just seal it away now before he finds a way to gain enough life. So I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. Wait, what? Oh, tapped creature. Damn it. I really need to read the cards more closely. That was a big mistake on my part. I thought that, like, I kept thinking Seal Away was like the other exile cards, is that they just exile a card. You don't have to fulfill a condition to make it happen. Oh, there's that 5 life he was looking for. Well, at least I finally have enough mana, but I don't have any artifacts out just yet. So I'll just go ahead and put out Pioneer here. And I guess I'll return the 4/4 to his yeah, let me just block the damage here so I don't get too owned. Okay, yeah, he's an or is it? I forget the name exactly, but let's see. Now I'll go ahead and play Relic. Yeah, I wasn't going to really attack this turn. But I can at least disperse the 4/4 here as he attacks with it. Saved me some damage at least. Yeah, so my engineer here won't do me much good with all these flyers. Oh, there we go. I actually got the Artifactor, which could help. But I think I'm pretty much screwed here, since he can do 5 damage I can't block. There's that extra life point. So 3, 4. Yeah, so that was enough because of the creature coming in with a Johnny's Welcome. Yeah, pretty much because of my messing up with my Seal Away, I kind of screwed myself not getting rid of Resplendent here. And yeah, I'm not gonna win this match. That's for sure. But I still need to play enough cards to unlock my quest here. Yeah, just another 14 to go. Oh yeah, he also got really lucky with all the card draw or with all the cards. He pretty much got what he needed, but he definitely built it that way. It wasn't pre-built, that's for sure. Or I don't think it was. Well, it looks like we got enough land. Well, we don't really have too many great things, but I always feel like the problem is not having enough land to be able to play stuff more than not having stuff to play. Draw cards equal to the highest converted mana cost among artifacts you control. So that'll be the question. If I can get a Juggernaut, then I can, you know, draw 4. That would be really good. That would be worth playing this card. Oh hey, a ghoul. Don't see those too often. I'll just play the creeper here, just so that I have something to block it. And let's go ahead and play Glacial. And we can play the Diamond Mare for now, so we can gain a little bit of life here. Oh good, I actually have Temporal Machinations. I can use that whenever he plays something, and I can use it to get some card draw going. But for now, I'll just go ahead and play Aerial Engineer. I guess I'll go ahead and attack it for 1 here, so since he doesn't have anything else on the board. There's Chupacabra. So we got a sorcery here, so I think we'll use it for now, since it'll let us draw a card. Actually, I guess returning it might be a bad idea, now that I think about it. Yeah, I think I'd rather leave it there for now. I'd rather return something else to his hand, not this guy, that will allow him to kill another creature if he wants. It's nice I have my Primal Tide again. I think I'll block it. Of course, this does put it in his graveyard, so he could try to get it back if he wants, but seems kind of like not the best one, but still it's kind of annoying to deal with. But he doesn't really have much else. Oh hey, he played the Lich King. Or a Lich Knight, not the Lich King. That's a different game. But I might as well go ahead and return it to his hand so I can get some card draw going. Oh hey, I got my other big guy now. And it's also really nice that they actually, like, if you return a card, they still show what the card is in his hand. I think that's pretty nice. It looks, yeah, he's getting his Chupacabra back. So I can either use one with the machine now, or wait until I get a bigger card to try and get some more card draw going. It's one of those things. Because I'm not sure when I'll get my bigger one, which is the 4-drop. I know he'll either play his Lich Knight or his Chupacabra here. I guess I'll just get some more creatures out then. Could use some more mana. Well, he's got plenty of mana, but not enough for this yet. Yeah, he doesn't like my my diamond mare there. Yeah, getting that back from the graveyard would just simply let him get something else from the graveyard too. Yeah, there's the field creeper. Alright, since I don't have much else to play, I'll go ahead and play it. I guess I will have to probably play one with the machines or something. You know, you could play your bigger card too if you want. You don't have to kick it. I'll definitely try to save Seal Away for the Lich King here. Or Lich Knight, sorry. I keep thinking he's a king because of how he looks. I can take the hit. Oh good, I finally got another... Like, it would have been nice if I could have targeted this instead, but as I said, I was kind of not really getting anywhere. But at least I have another land and a way to draw a card. Well, it looks like he's going all out now. Oh, well, I guess I'll block the 1/1. I just used him for what I needed, so I'll probably just block this guy here. And I can block the 4/5 funny enough, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I can't block the 4/5. Let's see. Oh, it needs to be 2 or more creatures. I thought it was something else. But at least I can seal it away now. There it goes. Alright, and let's go ahead and draw a card here. Well, I got my Aether Shield Artifactor. Or Artificer, I guess it's pronounced. Keep thinking it's Artifactor for some reason. And apparently he can do something with that one card, but I'm pretty much done for now. I need one more mana for our friend here, Primal Tide. Or for Goring Ceratops. Yeah, you can kill one or the other, but not both. Yeah, let's go ahead and play this. Just to get the 2/1 out. And then of course this, so now we can actually do a bit more damage. And we also have a 3/3, so you can actually block the 2/2 if I want. Of course, I'm not sure what he's holding in his hand. Oh, murder. He was a bit late, though. Could have done that earlier. Oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and block it. Since I have a 2/1 here. Oh hey, we finally got the Juggernaut. Be nice if I could get some of my cards back with that one card, but... oh wow. He's kind of run out of steam now, at least. Of course, I'm not sure what it is he's holding on to. But I'll attack with those two since I have the Seal Away if I really need it, but I'm not sure if there's anything else he's gonna use it for. Well, there's that again. Can't really stop it though. Just need that 1 mana though for Primal Tide or Ceratops here. There we go. Now I have a 3/3 that will give everyone double strike when it attacks. Which is why it costs 7. Oh wow. That really came in handy for him, didn't it? With all the mana he kinda has. Including that too. I'm pretty sure I know what he wants to grab right now. Yeah, his best option would be the Chupacabra. Or maybe another Gravedigger. Just to give him another creature. Figured I would give them all double strike and take him in while I can. Since my Primal Tide is now all set. Would have saved him if I could, but... Of course, now I get the Apostle, but it's not gonna help me too much now. But yeah, it looks like this is... think it's gonna be my game right now. Since I was able to play my two biggest creatures. Oh well. Well, at least we got a decent game out of that one. And of course I'm short one card. So that should be hopefully easy enough to remedy. For now though, I'm gonna quick go get some water. You know, my throat is pretty sore, and be right back. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this last match here that we need to do for the pack. Apparently I'm facing an opponent called Boo. Well, that's quite a bit of land. But I have some early game stuff, so I think I'll keep it. Oh look, he has some early game too. And he has some more early game. Oh, there we go. Got the seal away here. So I'm pretty much all set with Aether Shield and Aerial Engineer here. He's really making sure not to play anything else, really. Like, I'm curious, he's got so much mana, and he apparently had nothing with it to play. Oh well. Well, at least we finally got our pack. And hey, we can earn a new deck tomorrow. But that's kind of, you know, that's what we'll have to wait for. We do have 2 other quests to do, as well as this reward bonus for the card here. And I still haven't done something with that, so I'll go ahead and play one more match with it. And the queue times are really fast too. It's really nice. Definitely a much different change from Dota 2, but that's to be expected when it's just one person facing another, instead of in instead of having to match up 4 other people with yourself and against another 4 people. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just play an island first so I can get the Prodigy out. And I can play the Diamond Mare next. Huh, other vampires he's got. So I think I'll hold off, just so that, you know, I have something to block with it if he decides to attack. And he's also running Golgari Sphere too, huh? Technically I could attack with this and block with that if I really need to, but I'd rather find a way to get rid of this, just so that he doesn't have any more vampires. Right, there's that war leader. Yeah, the war leader can be pretty intimidating, which is why I'm gonna go ahead and play the Juggernaut. Yeah, out of some of the M9 stuff, I think the War Leader here is one of the strongest cards, because it's a 4/4 for 4, and you know, he creates 2 1/1s that are tapped and attacking with lifelink, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and play one of these just so. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'll need 7 if I were to combine the 2. Oh good, I got the seal away. And I sort of have to attack with this, so. He's doing a triple color though, since he's running green as well as black. Well, at least I do have the seal away, so I can get rid of this if I need to. At least I was able to take care of that. And as I said, I'll go ahead and seal away his war leader here when I get the chance. But, oh wow. I think I remember him before, but let's see. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature that convoked it. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, I still need to get rid of this guy here. And yeah, I guess I don't think he has any direct, or no, he's running black, so he could have like murder or something if he really wants. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could do this move next turn, which I think is what I'll save it for now. Oh, he's only got 5 mana right now. And he's got Resplendent. People always seem to find that card. Oh cool, Glacial Fortress. So I can play that, play this, and play that. Yeah, sadly I don't have that much else in my graveyard right now, but technically I could, you know, if I can get a few more artifacts or legendaries I can play, I can do some stuff. Two, three, four, yeah. So I could attack with this, but I'd only able to do 3 damage, and he wouldn't even have to block it, so... Be better on the Juggernaut, because then that would make it a 7/5. Excuse me. I'm really missing some of my stronger cards. Like, I'm finally kind of getting part of the combo with this going. But I can't really stop Resplendent right now after I took care of his war leader here, and I keep drawing a land right now. Yeah, for the most part, this guy's pretty much won. Did I need to win? Or did I just need to play? I think I need to win, actually. Yeah, that's game. I'm just gonna allow it, even if I could have blocked. I don't think my next card would have saved me, no matter what it was. Okay, yeah, I do, like this I need to play, but this I need to win. Well, let's go ahead and choose a different deck here. So, what was the quest again? See, green or white, or red or white. So pretty much just white is what I would need to play specifically. So I'll go ahead and do one match with my white deck here, Tactical Assault. I haven't actually created any decks yet, just because I'm kind of waiting to build up my collection a bit. And I don't have a specific thing I want to play just yet. Or I sort of did. Because I do have some Planeswalkers. I thought I put one of those in. Yeah, I guess I'll keep this. So he's got a swamp. There's my cat warrior. Definitely sound really menacing with that meow just now. Yeah, no need to attack if you could just block it right now. But then with this, he can make it fly, and that'll solve a few problems. I guess I'd rather do these two. And so he either blocks the 3-1 or the 1-3. And there he goes, murdering. Oh look, my Silver Beak Griffin's back. Or I could play the Blind Breaker here, one of the two. Oh wow, he's apparently completely fine just taking the damage. Really doesn't want to lose that 2-2 flyer. There he goes murdering again. Oh, he decided to give that one up this time. Still missing a few more mana. There's Gravewalker. I guess that's the main reason he didn't want any flyers around for when he finally played that. Which is kind of annoying, he actually had enough mana to finally play it. So he can get that back if he can spend 7 to do it. But I don't think I'll attack right now. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you could use your, ability anytime. I just need to tap the 5-5 down and I can keep swinging. Oh yeah, I definitely need my one more mana just for these guys here. Because Confront would be really good just to get the 3/3 1/1s with flying then. Go ahead if you really want to attack with both. Hey look, it's the Star-Crowned Stag again. And there's the cast down. Oh, there we go. Finally. Technically, I would have preferred the Star Crown just for the tap ability. Yeah, technically, I need this and Confront the Assault if I'm gonna kill the 5/5 in any form. Or if I can get Meteor Golem. Or you could just call it Murder Golem too. Because that's sort of what it does. Oh hey, there we go. I could use this guy too. He'd be really good. I think I'm gonna skip and wait to see if he tries to do something again. As I said, I really do want to get rid of this Grave Waker. Now I have 6, but I'm still missing 1 and 2 more for these guys. What was that? Oh yeah, he's only got 1 in here. So that was the only thing you could kill. Oh wait, darn it. Oh well. Because I've been trying to save it for Confront if he ever attacks with his Waker here. I finally decided to bring that back. Oh, finally. Figured I would just go all out now at this point. Since I got rid of his giant bird. Oh good, I finally got Take Vengeance too. But he never really tapped it much, did he? There he goes. So I got 1,000 coins and a card. Sorcerer's Wand. Equipped creature has this creature deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. If this creature is a wizard, it deals 2 damage to that player or planeswalker instead. Oh, okay. That's kind of nice. So if you're doing a wizard deck, that's something you can do. But yeah, so as you can see, we've pretty much completed most of the quests you can do. Because we can't earn this one until tomorrow. So let's go ahead and show off some of the packs that I've been saving and see what we can get. Here we go. So we got our mana, we got target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn, not bad. Sure Strike, Ghost Form, Rustwing Falcon, we got Ghastbark Twins. 7/7 trample, Ghastbark Twins can block an additional creature each combat. Oh, not bad. That's kind of cool. So so pretty much during your blocking phase, you can choose 2 creatures to block, and being a 7/7, that's not too bad. And looks like we got an uncommon wild, so we can choose whatever uncommon we want. And oh, cool! We got a mythic wild card. That's really nice. We can pretty much choose whatever mythic we want, which, you know, that just means, you know, hey, now we can make whatever deck we want, or find whatever mythic we want and choose it. So let's see. Got another Sky, Goblin, the Skilled Animator. You know, when Skilled Animator enters the battlefield, target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power 5/5 for as long as Skilled Animator remains on the battlefield. Well, that's pretty strong, actually. So I could make Fiend Creeper here a 5/5, or something else a 5/5. And hey, we got a Johnny's Pridemate. That's always pretty strong. Alpine Moon. As it enters the battlefield, choose a non-basic land card. Name. Lands your opponent's control with the chosen name lose all land types and ability as they gain. Add 1 mana of any color. Wait. So when it enters the battlefield, choose a non-basic land card. Name. Lands your opponent's control with the chosen name lose all land types and abilities as they gain. Add 1 mana of any color. That seems good and bad at the same time. Good in the sense that if certain cards rely on a certain land type to work, then they no longer work anymore. But they still give him mana of any color, so if he's a multicolor person, then, you know, he can do whatever he wants. Yeah, it's still kind of weird to me. I guess I would have to see what you would use it for, really. But let's go ahead and open up the new set here. So we got a common wild card too. Oh, that's not too bad, the Hellkite Whelp. Yep, now they just need to eventually work on the different, you know, like being able to have multiple people play a match. Instead of just one-on-one, you can have like 2v2. And they actually had something like that in the other Magic games that they had. So I wonder if that's something they'll try and implement in the future. Oh, cool, I got the Loxodon. He was pretty good. Especially since you can convoke him, and he puts 1/1s on all the creatures that get convoked. So, you know, if you have a bunch of little ones, you can make him cost 4. And, or you can make him cost 1. And then that means you pretty much put 4 1/1 counters on or 4 1/1 counters on each of your creatures. So he could be good. So let's see. Oh, I got a dual gate, or guild gate. Oh, that's pretty strong too. Of course, it only works with tapping though, so you'd have to find a way to untap Guild Mage here. Omnispell Adept. You may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. Well, there you go. Now you can cast almost any instant or sorcery, no matter its cost, for 3 mana after you play this guy and tap him. So there you go for spells. So now I guess it's time to kind of take a look at my collection and sort of figure out like if there's any specific mythics I would want or not. So, but if you want to see cards you don't have, then you just go to Not Collected, and it shows you everything you don't have. So, but quick bathroom break, be right back. Here we go. All done with that. Let's go ahead and see kind of what's all here. Because there are plenty of cards to look at, that we don't have for, because if you kind of look, or no, yeah, discard changes, go to store, you go to purchase packs, you can see you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sets to choose packs from. So out of the 5 different sets that are available, each one kind of, this is a whole new set, and this is the previous set that came before it. And if I recall, I think this is all about, is this the one about, I did not mean to do that. Oh well. It's just one pack, it's fine. So but yeah, you can buy packs from here, you can buy packs from here or here. It all depends on what cards you're looking for. And you can kind of determine what that is, dependent on the symbol after you look through your collection. And as you can see, yeah, you do not have enough gems for this purchase. Would you like to purchase gems? Sort of feels like they need to have some sort of a confirmation just in case. But yeah, you have to go and purchase gems if you want to get, any of that stuff. And as you can see, you can get 20,000 for 100, or 9,200 for 50, or so forth. So 750 isn't too bad for $5 for what it would get you, for example. Let's see, and then there is the welcome bundle, which isn't too bad. 5 core sets and 5,000 gems. Which is pretty good, because that amount of gems would pretty much allow you to get at least about 12 packs. So, which isn't too bad either, compared to, because the usual value of a pack for Magic the Gathering was usually $4 per pack. So pretty much if you wanted 3 packs, you would be spending $12. But in this case, of course, since it's all digital and all, then that's not really the case. But since I ended up accidentally buying a pack and it doesn't look like I can return it, let's go ahead and open it and see. So there you go. Yeah, the Merfolk Scout, Slash of Talons, run aground. When Kreen Agent enters the battlefield, it explores. That's okay, that's a bit expensive for just a 3/3 lifelink for 6. Oh hey, a Goblin Pirate. Even though it doesn't look like a goblin, it looks kind of like a monkey. And we got Search for Azcanta. Which is at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of the library, then you may put into your graveyard. Then if you have 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you may transform. Then you have add water, or look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature non-land card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So it's not too bad. It's a legendary land that gives you some other stuff, which is always nice. So, but let's see here. Oh yeah, and then you can redeem codes, which I'm not sure where other codes come from. But, let me go ahead and show. No, not there. Here we go, decks, collection. Then we go to not collected, mythic rare. Or let me show what I do have. So the cards I do have that are mythics, because I participated in the closed beta and had access to it, I got Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, Ral Izzet Viceroy, and Vraska Golgari Queen. So I got these 3 planeswalkers, which is pretty cool for what they are and all. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I actually picked this up recently. I forget where I got her too. But yeah, so it looks like I also now have Hualti Warrior Poet. So I have a few different cards that we can have some fun with. Wait, that's weird. Why do I... What, seriously, there are two different ones? There's the Dinosaur Knight or the Warrior Poet? Huh. Whatever. Oh yeah, and I did pick this up from a pack recently, which is... Oh wait, there's a third one now? Radiant Champion, oh. Yeah, sadly I've been sort of out of the Magic game for a while, so I haven't been keeping up with all the different Planeswalkers that have come out. So, but there are plenty of cool stuff to make since I have, what do I have? Yeah, so I have 2 of these wild cards. So, I can make 2 mythics, 3 rares, 7 uncommons, and 10 commons that I don't have. So, let's go ahead and see what mythics I don't have. So, because I'm curious kind of what all there is and if there are any interesting decks I wish to make or not, because a new set just came out, so it's gonna be a while before another set comes out. And, you know, you can either hold off on picking up new awesome cards or pick them up now. It's up to you. You know. Let's see, so create a 2/2 white or white knight creature token with vigilance. Knights you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. I kind of find the Saga cards a bit weird. Like, I can see they have some power to them, especially if you can't stop them. I think that's kind of what they're powered it, but because they're kind of because they only activate after, as it says, as the saga enters and after you draw your step, at a lower counter, and then sacrifice after 3. So it only lasts for the 3 turns. So you'll get 2/2/2s with vigilance, and then those 2/2s, if they're still alive, by the 3rd turn, will be 4/3s with vigilance, and then that's it. So I guess it's all dependent on kind of what kind of deck you have and how you're setting things up. But if you're running a knight deck, I don't think it's bad. Let's see. Then there's the Resplendent Angel, which we've been seeing quite a bit of, and we can see why it's so powerful because it's a 3/3 for 3 with flying, and it has the ability that if you gain enough life, you get to create a 4/4 with vigilance and flying, and then you can buff her up. Which gives her 5/5 and lifelink, which then allows her to pretty much proc her own ability. So not too bad of a card for early game. And then we have plenty of planeswalkers, and like we're kind of looking at kind of the start of the white set, and then some blues and so forth. So it's a lot of talking, and I'm probably just gonna read through these a bit in my head. So, but you can of course read along. Oh, this is pretty good. It takes 3 turns to get its last ability off, which is pretty powerful because it keeps giving you 3/1/1s every end step, or at your end step. So you'll always have creatures on the field, and in the meantime you can buff stuff or you can get some stuff back. But he's definitely a card you kind of have to create around. Yeah. Wise Counselor here, he's good in almost any deck, but he's a lot better if you, of course, have a deck with creatures in it. You know, that's kind of where he is, but that's sort of part of what white does. So I think this one's a little bit stronger, just because if you get his ultimate off, which will only take 3 turns, you pretty much have an instant kill card on your field. Because if your life total is big enough, then you're probably going to kill your opponent if it hits. Okay. This would be interesting because the idea would be like if you have history of Benalla, it creates a 2/2 knight. This would instead create a 4/4 angel in its place, which is a lot better than just a 2/2 knight. So pretty much if you have a way of creating tokens, but they're just kind of cheap, weak ones, like say sapling tokens, then this would make them even better. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is pretty good. 5/5 for 5. Flying, first strike, and lifelink. And she also buffs all other angels with +1/+1 and lifelink, so she's a must for any angel deck. I think he could be good. The question would be if you could find ways to make his ability trigger. That's the question. Like if you have ways of actually dealing damage to him with a spell or something. There are a few ways of doing that, but that would mostly be in the green colors. Green would probably be the best one, because then you could make him fight other creatures. So then he kills a creature, then he'll exile another one. So that would be how to use him at least. But for his stats and his cost, it's not bad. Yeah, Axis of Mortality, uh, as you can, its ability would really only work if you keep siphoning your life and then you give it to your opponent. Or if you say you're in a 2v2 match and your friend is getting low, you can switch his life with your opponent's if his is higher, of course, and save him from getting killed. Depending on how they want to do 2v2s, I guess. So yeah, this is pretty good. It pretty much kills everything except dinosaurs. So depending on what your opponent is playing, you could either be, he could only be the only one left on the field, or you can at least have a giant field of creatures. So it all depends. But he's pretty powerful, a 7/7 for 8, and then he has the ability that destroys everything but the chosen creature type you want, or non-dinos at least. So if you have a way to make it sure that your opponent or your creatures are dinos along with him, then you have a super advantage against your opponent, of course. Hmm. Okay, so she's pretty much just an extra turn card. There's a bunch of different cards all throughout Magic that would allow people to take an extra turn with different conditions. This one definitely isn't one of the better conditions, especially because you have to tap her. So that means if you play her, you can't use her right away, and she could easily get countered or killed. But if you get her off, 4 mana for or 6 mana for an extra turn isn't bad. Oh look, Jace is back. He's a fairly reoccurring planeswalker. He's been through a lot of stuff. Hmm. This could be interesting. Uh, his ultimate, his last ability is what's most interesting because you'd pretty much be able to draw cards even if you have to discard. So that helps with kind of what you're trying to do. And then you then can create a bunch of illusions if you need to. And then if you create tokens or copies of this guy, then you can just keep multiplying that ability. So it's interesting. Definitely interesting. I'm not sure how good it is though. It's kind of hard. I would think it would be hard to play a bit. It's alright. It's a bit costly because you know, to make her first ability work, you first have to cast the spell, then you play her to copy it. So whatever cost that spell is, you're attacking 4 onto it for another copy. But the stats are alright, and the other ability's good too. So depending on what you're kind of doing, will be if you want to add her in or not. This is pretty good. You get to get to create more Thopters. If you have enough artifacts, you draw cards, and if you uh, get him high enough, then you get to search for anything in your deck and put it out onto the field for free. So that's pretty good. In only 4 turns, that's not too bad. Or 5 turns, technically. That's pretty good. Flash, Flying, Surveil 4. And when you do, you may return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand. So it's 3 different things in one, plus a creature with 4/3 stats and flying, which isn't bad. So definitely a good card. Oh, here we go, another Jace. Yeah, that can be pretty powerful. You can either untap all your stuff or draw a card, depending on what kind of deck you're running. Either one's good. Of course, it will take his ultimate isn't as powerful, but it's still, for 9 counters, you get to gain control of 3 target creatures, so you know, that's still pretty good too if you can work up to it. So, moving on. He's alright. You know, I think the other one's better, but he's alright. Like he kind of does what he does. Like he does get you card draw, so you're guaranteed that. And you can turn your artifact into a creature if you need it. And then there's the last ability, which is alright, but it all depends on kind of what you're going for. Oh wow, that's really powerful. It's you pretty much get to take an extra turn. So, and you get to put Nexus of Fate back into your deck if it would hit the graveyard, which that's kind of what happens to it. So you could potentially draw it again and just keep playing it over and over again. And if you have enough mana, you can do plenty of other stuff too and win. So definitely Nexus of Fate is a powerful card if you have the mana for it. So there's that. So draw 7 cards, pay 7. It's a bit costly, but the idea is you can target anyone. So you either, if you need the cards, you get to draw a whole new hand, and if you are trying to mill out your opponent or make them discard or stuff, then you can play it on them and they're kind of screwed. So definitely plenty of options. And of course, old Omniscience. This is a card that's been around for quite a while. It pretty much is a combo card. Like if you have this, then that allows you to play whatever you want. Especially if you combined it with the other card that allowed you to draw your entire deck. Yeah, there's a card like that too. So definitely plenty of options with Omniscience, especially if you can get card draw, like this guy here. I'm gonna start cycling through a few of these just because I'm not really that big on the black set in general. I don't really care for swamp cards and all that. Oh hey, there's the Vraska, but has a black card. Usually she's either black or green. They really like that last ability, don't they? Yeah, that one seems at least a bit more fair than the other Phoenix I dealt with. Yeah, the Rekindling Phoenix I found was really annoying. Because it's the same cost. Oh, it doesn't have haste though. I guess that's the main difference. But still, if you kill it, then it'll just come back. Unless you kill Rekindling Phoenix, then you kill the 0-1. That would be the only way to do it. Or to um, exile it, pretty much. That would be the only other way you could deal with Phoenixes. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So it's either a 3-3 or 5-5, but either way, gives you uh, it gives you 3 cards to draw, even if you have to discard 2, but they're random. So it all depends. It's all right, but I wouldn't really run it that much. Yeah, that's kind of cool. You can either have one 4/4 with Flying Dragon, or if you pay 3 more, you get another 4/4. So 8 worth of stats with flying for 7. That's not too bad. Yeah, I haven't seen her before. Yeah, that's pretty good. That pretty much just allows you to play the spell again if you don't have a way to retrieve it. And then of course you get the the extra mana. That was pretty nice too. Yeah, the last one's pretty good, especially since it would only take 3 turns to make it happen. And the first ability's really good. Third one, not as much, since it's just choose one or the other, not both. Yep, that's Dragon Solo, right? Oh, that's interesting. You get to destroy a land, then you just deal 20 damage to each creature in each planeswalker. So it's pretty much an extinction, but it only works on one land card. So it's alright. It's a bit costly though for a board wipe compared to other board wipes. But it does get rid of planeswalkers too, which is nice. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Depending on what cards you discarded or you exiled too, would be just how good it is. Oh, hey, I think I remember seeing this guy actually. So yeah, it is pretty good because it's a 6/6 for 4 with hexproof, so it can't be targeted. But it does lose its ability if your opponent pays 2 mana, but they have to pay 2 mana if they want to be able to cast any non-creature spells. So that just means they have less options to do stuff or to cast stuff if they don't have anything else on the field. So that's pretty good. Yeah, escape shift is good if you're running a multicolor because then you have the option to be able to get as many of a certain color as you need or another, depending on what you need. And it helps cycle through your deck a bit too. If you want to reduce it down so you don't have as many lands you draw into. Yeah, pretty good. Can definitely be really big if you got enough land. Oh, here we go. I wouldn't mind having the Impervious Great Worm. You know, let's see, a 10, 16, 16 with Indestructible. So yeah, this is definitely really good with how powerful it is and what it can do. You draw a card, and you also get to untap 2 lands. So that means you'll have 2 mana available for whatever spells you need to play during your opponent's turn, along with anything else. So it definitely gives you options. And the ultimate's really good. And his second ability isn't bad either, since it puts whatever permanent you don't want them to have for a while third from the top. So that means they can't play with it right away either. So definitely a really powerful card. And that's pretty good too. You know, being able to untap artifacts or creatures. Gaining 2 life and drawing 2 cards is pretty good. And then you get to take an extra turn for that. So definitely something to watch out for. Teferi seems pretty powerful this set. Yeah, pretty good. Definitely takes a while to give it any power though. But then if someone does kill it, then it just creates X11 white vampire creature tokens, you know, where X's are power. So, you know, if you lose your big one, then you get a bunch of small ones to replace her. And it's, oh yeah, and I guess I'm missing out on the flavor text here, aren't I? For 400 years I have led armies of conquest. These lands hold nothing that can stand against me. Hmm. Not too bad. You would want to save that for your turn after you attack with him, though. So you definitely have to be careful how you play him. But his ability is pretty nice, too. So hopefully you're running plenty of lifesteal, but that's supposedly what you do when you play as Orzit or Black-White. Well, that's pretty good. The ultimate mostly. I'm not sure why they make multiple Planeswalker cards now for them in each set. Or in the same set. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, that enchantment is ridiculous. You know, so if you have 2 in your graveyard, then, or let's see, whenever you cast, copy it for each other instance you've cast before it this turn. Oh, okay, never mind it. It only works in the turn, but still, you could, uh, there's a card called Storm that allows you to kind of play it multiple times or cast it multiple times, so I think if that works in Wild, then that could be pretty crazy. Oh, hey. Haven't seen this guy before. It's alright, but not my style. Yeah, technically I have this one. Eh, not my style. Target player's life total becomes 1. That's pretty stupid. Well, there you go. So this is pretty much a card that will allow you to try and get a win. But if you don't, then you pretty much lose. So it's pretty much an end-all type of card. So definitely be careful when you use this one. That's pretty good. Of course, it kind of sucks that the mentor ability doesn't really work on themselves. Because 2/5 flying, or the 2/5 stat seems a bit low if you ask me. But you can give it to her, so that makes her a 4/5 technically. So it all depends on who you choose, I guess. Oh, yeah, and then the different planeswalkers for her, huh? Of course, I actually own one of them, but I don't own this one or the green-white one instead. Yeah, I don't think I have enough dinosaurs for this one. Yeah, actually, this one's pretty good. If you have enough creatures, you can automatically get her ultimate off the next turn. And then you have all the card draw you'll need for stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good for a merfolk deck. Yeah, that one's pretty good too. Especially if you have enough creatures. Oh hey, we're getting into some triple colors now. Now that's kind of weird. You can either have a 7/7 flyer, or you can turn it into a 1/1, and it gains hexproof. So pretty much you only use that ability if you want to save it from getting killed by a spell. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh hey, it's Nicol Bolas. But yeah, Nicol Bolas, for those who don't know, is a fairly well-known bad guy in the Magic the Gathering universe. He's done a lot of bad things, and he's always been very powerful. And also one of the few um, dragons to ever become a planeswalker. And that last one's pretty annoying too. So definitely pretty powerful if you want to try going for Nicol Bolas here. Yeah, it looks like he can come back, so that's not pretty good. Especially with the flying trample and haste. That kinda sucks. But it's a kind of a guaranteed hit, or it can't be targeted until afterwards, so you get the hit no matter what. That's pretty good. Oh, cool, an Elder Dino. Yep, he's definitely a card you'll want to have. If you have all the mana you need, then he's a free card when you cast him. And then you can play each of his abilities, no matter how many times you want. So you can keep dealing 3 damage to all his creatures if you have enough. Keep destroying artifacts or enchantments if you need to, or gain some life if you need to. So he's pretty good. Yeah, and that one's kind of funny. Allows you to have a bunch of walls attacking people. Just imagine that. It's alright. Pretty good. So yeah, Sanctum of the Sun is definitely pretty powerful, especially if you need mana for stuff. A lot of it. Kind of like for the Avatar here, would be pretty good. Yeah, I find this one kind of weird. The way it looks, but I understand what it's kind of going for. That way if you discard a bunch of lands, then you can just play them from your graveyard over and over again. Oh, then there's Karn. He's always been a planeswalker for quite a while now. Does plenty of stuff. He's always colorless though. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, of course it stops you from doing planeswalker stuff too, but uh, you know, doesn't means your opponent can't either, and you would have created your deck around it anyway to not have planeswalkers, and then you get all the other stuff. So plenty of cool cards. I'm not sure if there's any specific deck type I want to run with though. I guess that's the only problem I have sometimes is knowing exactly what I want to play. So, but definitely, you're pretty much given plenty of options to play what you want and to do what you want. And for now, so there's right now the constructed event, which you can make a deck and then spend some gold, and if you and try and get some wins. And the more wins you get, the more stuff you get, of course. There's also a draft. You know, you can draft a deck where you get a bunch of cards, or you get some boosters, create a deck out of it. Then you figure out, oh yeah, and then as you can see, the more wins you get with that deck, the more stuff you get. You can even get gems, even if you only have gold. So that's, I think, the nice part. You can actually earn, like, if you're a fairly decent drafter, or if you get lucky with your draft, you can actually earn some gems, which can get you some stuff. And I think I might actually do that. I'd be a bit more interested in trying to do a draft for, say, Ravnica here, with the new cards. But since that might take a while, since I think Ravnica doesn't officially release yet. Or let me just check here. Here we go. Yeah, on sale October 5th. So not until 2 days from now. So it could be there might be you know, this might change here to something else. But let's see. Okay, there is a competitive draft Guilds of Ravnica, so okay, now that costs gem. And then there's this one, but this is pretty much if you fully know what the competitive scene is like and you kind of have the cards for it. So I definitely wouldn't advise that just yet. And then of course there's the sealed, as I talked about, but you need gems for that, sadly. So I've done quite a bit of talking, so I'm gonna get some water and be right back, and maybe I'll decide to check out the draft and give that a try, see how well I can do. Well, now that we're hydrated well enough, I think I'll go ahead and try the draft. I have enough gold, and feels like I haven't done enough as it is, or I have plenty of stuff. But I'm curious to see how far I can go, if I can get a few wins or not, or some gems. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so we got our first pack. Oh, cool! I actually got Morris the Ruiner. That's pretty lucky. You don't normally get mythics too often, but the problem here is that it's a 3-colored card. So it's a bit hard trying to go multicolor without the right cards to go with it. Hmm. So I do also have a Regal Bloodlord here. So that's not too bad, I guess. So, but I can't say for certain what I'm going with until I oh yeah, I'm supposed to pick one. Yeah, the idea with the draft is you kind of go through a bunch of different packs, or you kind of go through a bunch, pick one, then kind of switch to the next one. I figured I might as well try and give him a try since he is an Elder Dragon mythic and all that, but I go with red, green, white. I think that's a bit too expensive, and I do need some cheaper stuff, so I think I'll go for the Volley Veteran here. Or actually, nah, let me go for the Novice. He's at least a 2-3 defender for 1, which isn't bad. So that would take a while, but I'm not really interested in that one. Yeah, I think I'll go for the Goblin Instigator here. Oh hey, someone passed an Omniscience. You don't see that too often. But I don't think I'm gonna go blue. It's kind of expensive to play anyway. Oh, here we go. Why not? I'll take the Rhino Monk here. Hmm. I think I'd rather go for Tormenting here just to get a card. Get some card draw going. The Motivator wouldn't be too bad. Being able to give haste to some of your creatures can really make a difference. Oh, here we go. I can pick up the Gorge here and have a land that will give me some extra color chances. I think I'll take the naturalize just in case. In case I get an artifact, it might be good. Let's go for the trumpet. Go for a mighty leap. That's a pretty looking, weird looking card. Yeah, after a while you kind of, oh wow, Resplendent Angel. I'm definitely gonna be taking that. See what else we got. Never heard of this guy. A 3/7 for 6 with the vigilance? Oh, that's kind of cute. I guess I'll take the twins here. Oh, here we go. Colossal Majesty might be good. Oh, here we go. So let's get some mana maybe from Druid of the Cull here. And the Rejuvenator would be good too. Let's get some more card or mana draw. More mana draw. I'll get another Rhinox again. Let's go for the Tormenting. Get a second one here. I'll go for the Naturalize. Let's go for the Timber Gorge. Oh, that's kind of nice. Being able to draw a card just for one. So let's see what we got now. We got one with machines. Burglar. When it enters the battlefield, look top 4. You may reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them and put it onto your hand. The rest on while in the library. Not interested. Now let's get another crash through here. Oh, cool. The Hungering Hydra. Yeah, I think I'll take the Hungering Hydra. Colossal Majesty would be good too, but I could use something other than card draw since I've gotten quite a few of those right now. I like the Elemental Horse. Oh, this is interesting. Whenever you become the target of a spell or ability your opponent controls, counter that spell or ability unless its controller pays 1. And creature tokens get -1, 0. Oh, not bad. A dwarven priest wouldn't be bad either. I think I'll take it. I think I'll get another Rejuvenator here, because you don't normally get a lot of copies, and having mana, especially if I'm going to try to go for this Palada Morse the Ruiner here, then it might be good to have. Yeah, I think I'll go for the wolves actually. Feel like I don't have enough creatures. Let's go for actually having at least one Reliquary Terror wouldn't be bad. You know, give you no maximum hand size in case your hand gets a bit big. I'll take the Revitalize. No one wanted to take one with the machines. I'll take that. Take that. I guess I'll take the enchantment. Well, I'll take the Crash Through again. And definitely the Recollect. Night Pledge. And the Island. Okay, so now I need to reduce my deck down to the cards I want to run. So let's see. Oh yeah, I think this is where I remove cards. So I'll get rid of a Johnny just because I only have one of it. I'll keep the Novice and the Motivator. I think I'll get rid of Smelt. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Keep that. Oh yeah, actually, I guess if I want to find ways to gain life, it might be good to keep a Johnny's Welcome, maybe. Since I have her now. Yeah, I guess since I already have the oracles here. Yeah, I think since I have a few other ways, I'm not sure if I need Druid of the Cowl or not. go. Have a, at least it's down to 40 now. So that's kind of how you want to take your dex down to, at least, to try and open it up a bit. So now that we've reduced it, the question now is, what am I paying for? One, two, 4, 5, 6. So there's 7 green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So only 4 or 5 red. So I don't need as much red, but I could use maybe 1 more plains. I do have the gorges here at least. I'm not sure how much I'll need the reliquary tower, because I feel like I have enough low cost things. I don't think I have to worry about my maximum hand size. Right, I have mostly more green than, oh no, but I don't I have the two timber gorges. Oh yeah, I guess I'll just go with the land suggestion here, because I don't think I really do need the reliquary tower, but I might need it for future games. Well, let's give this a try and see how things go. This will be the first time I've done a draft through this game here, so I'll be curious to see what I'll be dealing with. And the queue times might be a bit longer, because who knows how many others are actually doing this right now. There you go. Let's see, so we got a forest and a mountain with Goblin Motivator, Druid of the Cowl, and Tormenting Voices. So I think we're at a decent start. Oh hey, you got a 1 drop out already. Yeah, there's the Novice Knight. Oh hey, I actually got Colossal Majesty, but I don't have the those cards yet. So let's go ahead and just do Tormenting Voice here and try and get something. Oh good, I got land. So I can either play my Rhinox right now, or I could do another Torment. Let's go for the Rhinox here just to get a 4/2 out. Oh good, I have my mana now. I wonder if I should swing with my Oracle or not. Right now, he only has the 2/3 right now. Oh wow, you got the Ajani.
No
That's pretty
friend,
nice.
I am proud to fight by your side. Strength is born of struggle.
Yeah, that's the only problem with him getting that Planeswalker though, that's for sure. He got pretty fortunate though, he's pretty much playing a complete one color deck, which is kinda uncommon for this. That doesn't really work for me though. Would have been nice if he did it on himself.
Deliver us to victory. Still haven't gotten any of my bigger cards. And I have 8 mana, so I can play big stuff if I need to, but I don't have it. See in yourself what I see in you.
Can't really block that. Not sure why he's not attacking with the other one though. Sadly things aren't going well for me. I might have to look through my cards again and see if there's anything more I could do.
Yeah, the longer this goes on for, the worse it gets.
I brought some friends.
Of course, it flies too, so I can't block it. And it gets 3 more defenders. I would think with all the card draw I had, I would have gotten somewhere a bit sooner.
Look how far you have come.
Well, definitely not a great start, but I still have a few more losses to go through. And you can make adjustments when you need to. So I'm trying to see here. Yeah, I never got Resplendent. That was kind of the main thing, I guess. I never got any of my bigger cards. Yeah, I still think what I have here is alright. I just need to get more stuff going. Or I just needed to get my other cards to help out. Because the idea is I just ramp like crazy. Which is kind of what I was able to build up to with some of the card draw and stuff I have. Okay, that's good to know. Players with Mythic Orange in their name are actually team members, or the developers, I believe. Well, I have some of the cards I need, but I don't have the mana needed to play them yet. But with supposedly all the stuff I have, I think I'll keep this. And no point in playing Hungry Hydra until I get a bit more mana. Because let's see. If you at least put them to 2, that's alright. Right, what's this? Sacrifice, exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Oh. Yeah, that can be bad for some players. Oh cool, I just got Resplendent. Oh cool, I have my plains or the mountain. But the only use I would have for mountain right now would be the red card. The one that would give me draw 2. But with Resplendent, I might be able to get somewhere a bit sooner. Especially if I can get the third planes and be able to buff it. Oh hey, got a sky scanner. See, I can either make this into 2, 3, a 4-4. Yeah, I guess I'd rather play this right now and save Hydra for maybe next turn if I get one more mana. And actually all I need is one mountain for this guy. And then I'll be all set to play that and do some damage. Too bad I don't have that one motivator. But oh well, I'm dealing with someone who has a bunch of flyers right now. And he may have some sort of spell to kill this actually. Maybe, who knows, but he's got a decent sized hand right now. Yeah, he's got that stupid thing. So that thing can attack for 3 and be indestructible, so I can't kill it. Oh well, I guess I'll go ahead and play him as a 4-4 then. If only I could, if only I had the mana for, or get the one more mana I need for this. And it might have been better to get the red. Just so I can use Tormenting here. Oh wow, he's actually gonna attack with that. Well, I'll block it and see how things go. Well, there's that +3. Well, better than taking 6 though. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Got another Elvish Rejuvenator. have the red I finally need now. Great. Hostile Minotaur. Ah, he's actually attacking with all of them. He might have that one card that makes it so that, well, let me stop this flyer here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ah, that's really annoying. I have no way to gain life other than her life link right now. And he doesn't do it either, and... oh well. Yeah, sadly, I'm not always the best when it comes to drafting. But then it's been a long time, and trying to go 3-color was probably a bit ambitious. But with the cards I kind of have, I don't think I can go anything else right now. Or at least I'd feel like, you know, what I made, it can work. I just haven't gotten lucky enough with it. I would like to at least get one win. Oh yeah, it doesn't help that, you know, one of the first mythics I found was, you know, that triple color dragon there. But oh well, I still got a bunch of cool cards. And I can always try drafting again once I get enough gold. You know, that's always the nice thing about these free-to-play, you know, the games that at least let you earn, you know, gold and stuff like that. Plenty cool stuff so far.
Oh, cool. I actually got all the colors. And I have some cards to play. So that seems like a decent enough start. The only thing I'll need... Oh, good. I got some more mana options. Would be, a second forest, or a second plains, and a second forest eventually. Well, there's that tormenting voice. Wonder what he discarded. Oh, he actually had access of power. Damn. Yeah, forest. Well, there's that second plains I was looking for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh good, I'll actually have 6. Then I'll have my goblin motivator. So this is definitely going much better than last time. Yeah, there's that daggerback basilisk. I think for now I'll just attack with him. And he just kills it with plummet. That's kind of annoying. So you're just guaranteed the 6 and then that's kind of it, really. Would rather like it if he would attack me, at least. I do need my 3rd plains, though, if I'm going to use Resplendent at all. Have the advantage in terms of creatures, but it won't really do much if he just blocks the ones he, wants to get rid of and then moves on. Oh, there's that 3rd one I was looking for. Oh, that's not too bad to have, actually. Now, there's not much I can do right now.
gotten any of my other card draw yet. I don't really care about blocking them at all, because it would just waste more of my cards and I can just survive the damage just fine. That was one I would have blocked. Or tried to. I could attack with some stuff, but I'm not sure how much that would help. Since he has the 4/5 right now. Yeah, why not? You can only block one of them, so the other damage goes through. Can't do anything about that. Well, that didn't work out. Of course, he has enough mana to have that. Oh well. Guess I need to avoid drafting 3 colors. Oh well, I'm sure I'll gain enough gold for another chance later on. I got more wild cards. Johnny's Last Stand. Whenever a creature or planeswalker you control dies, you may sacrifice. If you do, create a 4/4 white avatar. When a spell or ability opponent control causes you to discard this card, if you control planes, create a 4/4 avatar creature token of flying. So it's an interesting card, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, I think that's about all the stuff we're going to be do today. I don't feel like there's much more to really do in terms of Magic other than just playing matches, but with my limited pool of cards, there's not much more to do, and I've kind of done as much as I kind of was interested in doing today, Magic-wise.
So thanks again for everyone for joining me today in my trek through the open beta for Magic the Gathering Online, or Arena Online, and checking out kind of my draft and how sad that went. Oh well. Hopefully I'll have another chance to do that again, but until then, so, but until then, I'll probably just stick to Dota 2 for a while. But yeah, thanks again for joining me, and until next time, have fun gaming.